gun +1. $1.10 tournament. This guy's disconnected just to add the tension. Okay, that got through. 9669, average stack is 12.87, starting stack was 5,000, so we are in business. So, min cash is about 35th place, I think, 36th, 34th for $2.07, which would not be a best use of 2 hours of my life, 3 hours of my life. First place is $48. Certainly not going to be able to limp through to the min cash. So I could do with a double up at some point. Can't really set mine at this lower stack. So it's going to be all about shoving, really. King high wins it. Don't really want to risk that. Stealable position, but I still wouldn't have got through. Okay, so a tricky area playing with this sort of short stack, but I've got a double starting stack, so you're kind of happy with this after playing for a while. Not quite double starting stack at 8.5. You're kind of happy with this, but going to need to take a punt at some point. And when I do, could easily lose, and that's quite a lot of effort wasted, isn't it? That is the trouble with tournaments. When it's low stakes like this, it feels you kind of really feel the futility of going round and round and round, eventually winning $1 or not. Occasionally winning $40, which would be 40 times my starting stack. It'd be great. I'd very much like to have $40 so I can play in a couple of. I've got no rebuy rule, so if you were following me yesterday, you'll notice that I'm down to $3 at one point. I've got back up to about $8, well $12, and then back down to $8 this morning. So dollar is quite a big chunk of my bankroll, and I'm not buying in again. Well, I don't want to. I will eventually if I have to, but the point of poker is to make money, isn't it? Right. So if I'm having to buy in again, I'm not playing it right. Thank you for the like on X. Difficult thing gaining publicity. I have a Twitter account for my computer game business, which has like 100,000 followers. But I don't think many of them will be interested in the fact that I play poker, so I actually find it quite offensive if I used it for that. Jax gets a huge win there. Yeah, so I'm trying to build up a new following just by organically gaining followers on Twitter and Twitch and things like that. So Twitch, I did dare to stream, so I had a few followers from that. Got a decision to make here. Shove, call, or fold? I'm going to go and raise from Kiri, but he's played 37% of the 19 hands I've seen. Undergun +1, sorry. I'm going to call that. I think a shove would have been a better idea, but that's interesting. Q was one I was worried about, and he just called the min raise. Time to shove. What does that min raise mean from Kubikowski? He's 8, fantastic. Fantastic. I'll just fire it in with a. Yeah, that was a kind of stupid move, wasn't it? Why would you min raise that and give someone an opportunity to push on you and then call the push? We are playing $1 poker here, so there's some idiots around, but that is great news. I'm up to 21 and 20th place, so I could actually limp through to then cash at this point. 4 times my starting stack, 4 and a bit times starting stack. So yeah, tremendous news. Let's say marvellous news. I don't like the word tremendous anymore now that Trump uses it all the time. I don't think he says marvellous. Unfortunately, I've still got this default icon. I changed my icon yesterday to kind of neaten up a bit and make it look a bit better on. So there's a Dr. Chill logo. But I think I was a bit too late getting it in on Friday to get approval, and it seems like they don't approve these over the weekends. Last time I changed it, I had to wait until Monday for it to be updated. So not much above an average stack, but I am above an average stack. Queen against the kings. Oh, he's hit the straight. Not always the way when you've I've been moved to another table. So I need to make sure that I'm not reading the wrong heads-up display. Yeah, when you've got a big stack, well, a big stack versus short stack shove always seems to find a way for the big stack to win. It's going to tempt me into some horribleness there, isn't it? But okay, I'm quite glad I haven't hit the thing. King, queen in that sort of situation, only going to lead to trouble. But I can't say no for half a big blind. Put it back down to pretty much an average stack. Remember the 34 places paid, so yeah, maybe I can't just limit through to money, possibly. But it's not a great tactic, but when you've got not a lot of money to play with, $1's another buy-in. Break in a couple of minutes. Steal there. Oh, okay, that's better than steal. Unless he's got 10 jack. raising like he's got 10 jack. Nothing I can do about that. I have to shove. He hasn't got 10 jack. Jack 5, fantastic. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. That's a split pot at least. Oh, that's frustrating. That could have had me. I mean, what the fuck was that? Anyway, at least I'm not crushed by it. So I'll see in a bit. Okay, I'm back, and it's only 10 o'clock. I've been up for like 3 hours and playing poker for most of it. That feels later, but it's only 10 o'clock. 10:30 I'm going to break off and break off and do homework with the kids. Sort of reeling from that. It was not a bad beat, it was a bad split pot. Was here to hit. That too looks, but was here shit? Was here shit? It looks more like was here shit than was here to hit, wasn't it? Doesn't it? Where are you from? Was here shit? Ah, you're from the UK. We've got Austria, Ukraine, Greece, New Zealand, Ukraine, Sweden. I wonder if the Ukrainians are really from Ukraine or if they're Russians VPNing in. Okay, so Ace Jack wins that one. Why did the Ace Jack win that one? It didn't. The Queen 9 won it. Ace Jack just got a little bit of the stack back. It's confused me for a minute. Annoying crap card on the big blind with under the gun raise. Well, that makes it less annoying in some way. Although, was here shit? Or was there shit? Is shit. So, played 88% of hands. 3-bet 33% of them. This Ukrainian, I'm sure doesn't look like that. Played 63% of 8 hands, also shoving. 3-way shove, so ace 10 is about what I expected from Mr. Shit. And the 9s with a 3-way huge pot. Kind of exactly what you expected for that, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't get involved in that. You folded. Why would you fold with like any 2 cards, dude? Any 2 cards. That makes no sense. Surely can't fold that. Did I have a diamond? I did not have a diamond. Jack 6. No, I would have hit trip 6s and won it. Trip 6s. Anyway. Probably wouldn't have been around long enough to find that out. Okay. 30th of 57. That is right at the bottom of the... Well, that's right in the middle of the pack, isn't it? But 22 grand is the average stack on 19 grand. So, yeah, still not really enough to limp through to the money with. Only got another 25 minutes of play before it's helping kids with homework time. Slightly frustratingly, I had a tutor come and help my son with maths, but unfortunately they've changed the homework schedule, so maths is now happening being set after later in the week and due on Monday, so I need to help my son with his own maths homework, which is fine. I'm pretty good at maths, but I'm not necessarily brilliant at teaching it. I'm good at teaching a lot of things, but with the sort of homework things, there's a limited amount of time to get through it, so you kind of want to get it done so they don't get any trouble. And actually, what we really want is some time for actually learning stuff, teaching stuff and learning stuff. Otherwise, he's doing factors this week, which is something I'm kind of crap at. Involves memorising your timetables, which I've never done. I've never managed to get my kids to do. All we know is 7 sevens are 49. I think anyone memorised. Everything else is like 10 times you add a 0, 2 times you double it, 4 times you double it twice, 5 times you add a 0 and then half it, or half it and add a 0. So all those kind of easy, apart from the 7 times 7, which is just in the middle of all those kind of easy ways of doing things. So 7 sevens 49. And 6 sevens kind of tricky as well, but you can do 49 minus 7 if you know 7 sevens are 49. Wow, full house. Flopped a set of 10s. Nice hand, dude. Let's put a big stack to my left, which is frustrating. One big blind. I think that's actually worth a call, even though it's very borderline. That's dropped a flush. I would have been quite happy, but I haven't. I'm further away from a good hand. I've got a gut shot straight against it. Yeah, it's all bollocks. Never mind. King Queen. Down to 16 grand because the blinds are 800 each, and I just lost 2 of them. King Queen on the small blind. I don't think I can call that. Probably should have called that. Glad I didn't call that. Flush draws and all sorts going on. Would have had 2 overcards. JH Elias is not afraid of playing loads of hands, so I've only seen 5 hands, but he played 60% of them, and he went absolute crap there, but then it was only 2 big blinds to call, so I guess any suited cards would probably do. Nearly came off for him. "20 minutes of play left before I have to go and do homework, and I'll carry on my phone, but I won't be streaming, so I'm afraid you're not going to see me get through to the money here. down to quite a low stack. It's still 3 and a bit buy-ins, but my auring tells me that I'm relaxed. That's a good thing. One should always be relaxed when playing poker. I'm not really stressed about the poker. The only thing that's stressing me out is the having to sort out the kids' homework in 20 minutes. Can't call with ace 2 offsuit. Nothing I can do about that. The aces hold up. You know, all these rockets and all this like phases and stuff you can do is that no one actually chats anymore. Moved into straight draw here. Doorbell's just gone. That's frustrating. So that was slightly frustratingly a locksmith who against a pair of tens. Well, hit a king on the flop. The other guy hit a 10 on the flop, and there was only a small stack, so he shoved. And I called with the kings. Kings with a crappy kicker, but somewhat confident. About 22nd of 44 with a stack of 21,000. Average stack is 29,000. Well, I had 23,000, but that's 1,000 per big blind now. It's getting a fifth of a buy-in per big blind, so 20p per big blind. 20 cents per big blind. I can't imagine what it's like to play in these tournaments where it's like the difference between first and second place is 4 million quid. And much as we'd love to think that poker is a game of skill, it does come down to luck sometimes. And that's quite lucky there. Got to walk, put me back up to 20th with 23,000. So, only 10 places away from the money, and there's kind of two ways you can play at this point. You can either try and make use of people getting tight as you get close to the money. This guy's not going to get tight, which is going to be a frustration. That guy is tight, so I'm going to have a go at this. And I'm expecting, hoping he folds. But if he's fold, I pretty much know he's going to fold, so that's great. He's played 44% of hands, so it's kind of 50-50 whether he was going to fold there, wasn't it? Didn't have much to play with. It was a steal attempt, but that's great. Okay, so let's put him up to 25,000, which is not far off an average stack. So job one is to get through to the money. Got a bit of a cough going on here. I don't know what's. Had a bit of physio for my frozen shoulder yesterday. Got a bit of a frozen shoulder. And she had a cough. I was wearing a mask. I was like, I hope you're okay. I might have a bit of an illness. And I kind of brushed it off because I don't normally get ill. And here we are, a bit of a cough. Which could be annoying. I've got my first lecture on Monday. Don't want to be coughing and spluttering through my first lecture. I haven't really fully prepared for that either, so I could probably do with a bit of prep time this weekend. I noticed from TikTok saying that I'm not selling stuff on there. You're right, I'm not. And I'm not going to either. So, who cares? Okay, just 5 minutes to go until I'm going to break off and do homework with the kids until 12, so I'm afraid you're not going to see the fabulous euphoria of me winning $2 if I get through to the money. Such a dramatic collapse of 7 players in the next 6 minutes. Six four suits. I can't call that, even though I know he's raising this shit. But his shit is better than my shit, so even though it's shit, it's one big blind. Okay, half big blind. Right in this guy's area, having not raised. I think I hit the fucking 9. Shit. Shitty, shitty, shit. Fuck. Little one big blind raises, they just kind of tempted me in. Made me think he had fuck all. It's put me right on the borderline of whether I'm going to make it through to the money now. An absolute cock up. I should have shoved. Wouldn't mind being in that hand either. It is 34 places paid, so I've got enough to limp through to the money still, and not enough to do anything good. So that fucking disaster there. What did I lose? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 big blinds. I didn't need to. I called my stack. So I guess that makes it exciting about whether I make it through to the money or not. I've got to lose 5 more players. I'm in 28th place. So I think probably a good idea to slow it right down, get through to the money, and then see if I can double up from there. That's a fuck load of effort for $1 profit, but there's a even more effort for $1 loss, isn't it? Let's think of it as a 7th of my bankroll rather than just $1. Got through the bubble. You know what, I might just play until the bubble goes. online. It's only 3 more players. I'm 29th of 37. No point in running down clocks or anything at this point. It would be nice if suit connectors kind of annoyingly not a hand I can play right now. Fairly big stacks against each other there. King Jack also not a hand you can play if you want to limp through some money. Okay, let's steal. Don't call Elias. Ace Queen is another tempter, isn't it? Oh man, I'm going to have to let that go because I want to get some money. God, I hope you've got Ace Jack or Ace King. At least that's no decision to make there. 17, 5, 9, 8, half an average stack. Less than half an average stack. Not far off being on big blind again. It's going to lose another blind. Only 2 players to go. I'm kind of hoping that the next round will do it. .42% of the hands played by 1990250 Feels like a bot name, doesn't it? Bots don't play 42% of hands. Wow. Is doing their best not to make it to the stack 7-3 offsuit played there. This is the one who I had King Queen and they had gut shot straight and went all in. I ended up splitting the pot. Yeah, fair enough. You know, I'm not going to call that. $14.93 down to 10 big blinds. What do you do with some people? Getting on with it and losing so I can not be too weak when I get to the point where I can shove. That's interesting. Invented a stick. Play 13 burn, the hand's been pretty tight. Jack against ace king, oh, he gets the jack. Wow. Pretty tight, he goes always the bubble. Nearly bubbles out with fuck all, but actually he's got back to 17 big blinds, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, could have done with losing that player. We've still got 2 to go out. Wow, pocket aces. No shame in bubbling out on pocket aces, is there? As usual with pocket aces, you don't get a caller. Back up to 17,000, back up to nearly half a stack. Back up to 28th. Oh, you have managed to survive, Rimmer. We're not losing these players in a hurry, are we? Bubbler's going to come for it. I've burst it myself. No, don't burst it yourself. That means that might be the last one to go out before the bubble. No one does, that's the thing. There's like 2 players left for the bubble. Call it, call it, call it. So call that with the pot odds, but I'm not going to. It's getting annoying now because I need to go and do the kids' homework and the bubble is just not bursting. Help the kids with the homework and not doing the kids' homework. The wrong terminology. Ooh, what happened there? Got to a showdown. 5, 8 against 8, 7. It's a split pot. 5s and 7s were not involved. Wow. bursting bubble here. Invented a stick goes in. Could be it. We want invented a stick to win this one. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was a split bloody pot, wasn't it? Oh, fucking annoying. Pair of threes, pair of sevens. Meant to stick at 8, 10. Don't know what they were doing in there. $35. Okay, we've lost a player. We are right on the ball now. Really cut into the homework time, but somewhat committed. 28th of 35. Oh, Rima, got a walk. That's annoying. One of the players I wanted to. Well, players I'm ahead of. I made 2 players on this table actually. Big blinds is not a situation you want to be in. Pocket sixes. Oh, it's quite a shuffle, isn't it? It's a shame the bubble hasn't burst yet. Giving a big blind now. This is going to be putting me down to 12,000. So actually, only got about $2 worth of chips, so $2 would be okay. But he knows I can't call that. Seven big blinds. 15 minutes into homework time. Okay, have a slightly later lunch and can all get back on track. Main event of today is Minecraft Live. Kids are very excited about that. But it still hasn't burst. Longest bubble ever. Great bubble play, just keep shoving. Big stack bubble play, obviously. Just absolutely laughing, aren't you? Shove, 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 shove again. Absolutely no one can call you. Ooh, that's a shame. I was hoping that short stack there would call and get involved. Now. We've got 8 minutes to the break. It'll be quite frustrating if the bubble doesn't burst before that. This might be the longest waiting for 2 players to bubble out I've ever seen. I guess it's quite not a very big tournament, is it? So great play, just keep on raking in the chips. Oh, we've got a shove, okay. And another shove. Wow, everyone's gone all in. Oh, we're down to the bubble has burst. I hadn't spotted that. Right, so all these short stacks are going. Okay, the bubble has burst. Fantastic. Let's see if we can lose enough players to get me through to the next money position straight away. Let's see what happens in this hand, and I'm going to break off and go and help kids with homework. So yeah, that's good news actually. We made it through to the money on the first tournament I played for a while. It might not sound like a huge deal, but it's